Good evening. The National Football League is getting some lessons from Austin and from the Texas Longhorns.
As teams warmed up for today's games, NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell was here in Central Texas. Today, Goodell met with University of Texas head football coach Charlie Strong. On Saturday, he heard stories at the National Domestic Violence Hotline here in town. KXAN's Kevin Schwaller looks at how Austin now fits into the NFL's reaction to issues with players and domestic violence.
Out of scandal comes a rare visit from Commissioner of the National Football League, Roger Goodell. In a town with no NFL team, a place where tailgating is more of a Saturday affair.
Let's go Longhorns!
The commissioner visited the National Domestic Violence Hotline based here.
He was very attentive, very responsive, asked wonderful questions. At one point, he was visibly moved to tears as he heard stories from our advocates about what women were encountering, calls that we actually took today.
The NFL's senior executive vice president of football operations, Troy Vincent, posted to Facebook that he and Roger Goodell met with Coach Strong to discuss core values, game integrity, and college relations. And Coach Strong's emphasis on character and respect over talent is molding the next generation of football talent. The meeting comes after comments from Goodell about the league domestic violence and his handling of the Ray Rice case, which included this video.
There will be changes to our personal conduct policy. I know this because we will make it happen.
Promised money and resources from the NFL are already making changes in Austin.
For me, it's a dream come true. It still feels a little bit surreal. If you all knew how many times we've reached out to people to help us and been told no, this really is a game changer for us.
A game changer for the hotline, and a visit that could influence changes around the game of football. The NFL is looking to former players as well. Troy Vincent's Facebook page also had a post saying he and Commissioner Goodell had a down-home Texas-style breakfast with a group of NFL legends. It also said the legends in Texas became quite serious when discussing personal conduct. Coach Charlie Strong has a press conference tomorrow, and we can expect this weekend's meeting with the commissioner to come up there. Kevin Schwaller, KXAN News.
And as for Ray Rice, whose video made national headlines, he is still appealing his indefinite suspension from the league. No date has been set for a hearing. We wanted to get you some perspective on the new partnership between the National Domestic Violence Hotline and the NFL. The hotline says it's a multi-year, multi-million-dollar deal with money and support. Last year, the hotline received 70% of its budget from the federal government to the tune of more than $3 million. Since the NFL's donation, 21 part-time staff have gone full-time. Due to a lack of resources, more than 77,000 calls, chats, and texts went unanswered last year. That's an average of more than 200 per day. After the NFL donations, they hope to answer 600 to 800 more calls every day.